We're back with the chick log. I did not film the chickens for 3 days. And as you can see, they have gotten huge. Colossal even. This morning, I fed them in their trough. I gave them their wet food. But I took and played with the bucket again. And what I did, and I'll show you once they're done their fever pitch there, fighting over the hole, I put a little platform inside with 2 support stakes and then a board in the back to block. So only so much food will come under it, and they can't get in there and scrape on it because the hole's a little bit too short. And I'm experimenting with this because, as I told you, I'm going off on a 2-night vacation. I need to know that they will have food while I'm gone and not starve to death. Their metabolisms are so fast that being without food would be catastrophic. So I need to know that that 5-gallon bucket filled up with food will last them for 2 days. And here's hoping. So I'll take it apart later and show you. But you see that little black screw in the front right there? That is holding the whole thing together. You know, you say silly things like, and none of the chicks can get in there. So as soon as I turned off the camera and looked a little closer, shooed the chicks away. What are their tail feathers sticking out of the hole? So that chick squawked as I put my hand up behind it and gave it a gentle nudge, and it forced its way out. It was so snug, it had worked its way into the crack so that it could be in the food. Now, we've already talked about the idea that I don't want my chickens sitting down and eating. So this caused me to make an adaptation. So here it is. It works out that the chicks are just tall enough to crane their little necks over the top of the lip. I've smoothed it so there's no burrs. And they can reach in there and get the food. I'm going to get the camera closer so you can kind of see the cavity. See, there's a board in the back there that's blocking the food and coming forward. But as they eat and dig, it does come forward. And unlike the first time, this is not all the way to the top of the edge of the plastic right there. So they're not digging it out and onto the floor. This is an improvement. Again, I will take it apart and show you when later today when I come out to maintain their bin. Right now, it stinks royally in here because I put the fixed water on the side, and now I have the feeder hanging at exactly the elevation I want. Instead of doing the deep bed method and just adding more wood chips here and making it thicker, I'm going to scrape all this out and replace it with new. The chicks are not going to like it. Okay, here's an update on the feeder. The chickens are very warm. By the way, that's why they're spread out all over the place. Plus, I think they're starving. Now, it's working okay. I had to take the screws that I put into the side of my brooder and actually lower them down a ½ inch because you can see white underneath the food there. The chickens aren't breaking the avalanche because my board is too far back. This chicken wants to come up on you all. Anyway, so I lowered it down a ½ inch to see if the taller chickens would pull it in so those smaller chickens could get to it. As you can see, they're not having a problem eating. They're piled up here. We'll see. I just got bit by a chicken. They're very afraid of me right now because I replaced all the bark. The problem with nipple waterers is the chickens are actually a little messy with it. So you can see there's a lot of water down here. Water lets the ammonia not get soaked up into the wood chips. It increases the stink. But because we're going to be gone so long, they need an alternate water source. It's not leaking. It's just when they drink it, it spills. The ugly teen years. One of the problems with the feeder is overcrowding. But I think that's offset by the idea that the feeder is always there, so they can kind of go, oh, I'm not hungry anymore, I'm going to walk off, and then somebody else can eat. We'll see. Anyway, Enjoy your evening, and I'll see you tomorrow.